I've lived in cities all around the country. Water tastes different wherever you go. But I've never been skeptical enough about public water to avoid drinking it in this country. Toxic spills at Fairchild are nothing new. It's been a Superfund site since 1989. PFAS is something like spill number 60. But because it's the first one that's water soluble, it's the only one out of 60 that has gone this far outside the boundary of the Air Force Base. 70 parts per trillion is what the EPA and the DoD has been using as the healthy level. At Fairchild, there's a well that is still testing at 182,000 parts per trillion. They don't treat it as a human services problem. It's not a project of persons. It's a project of gravel and water and pumps and tests. It's like, so who cares about the neighbors? It's been headed downhill towards our house for a very long time.
And they didn't come to me until January 2022 to tell me that maybe my well was going to be toxic. They just said, stop drinking the water, we're bringing water out to you. And my husband had already died 6 months before that. He was my best friend. We were both married before, and so we knew what it took to have a good relationship. We just both always wanted to be in the country. And so this was our dream, like our dream home, and it was like we had already known each other. Well, this was like 2014, 2015 when the thyroid issues happened. The thyroid was so out of whack that he was slurring his speech and he couldn't follow conversations. It was really bad. He got administratively let go from the hospital that he had worked for 30 years because he couldn't get better fast enough. We had 67 days from the time we found out he had cancer until he passed away. 67 days. What do you do in 67 days? You blink. And he was gone. Pancreatic cancer is very painful, you know, and so I just know that God took him quickly so that he didn't have to go and endure that. Yeah, my husband died June 26, 2021. You know, did he die from the water? He could have. Did he die from something else causing his cancer? He could have. We don't know. Pancreatic cancer is hard to find. I know they've told us that. You know, it's a hard one to figure out, but you just won't know. They want to put a point of entry filtration system on my well and call it good and walk away. And they don't want to talk about my husband passing away or my mom passing away from a rare form of breast cancer at 89 or 2 of my dogs passing away from cancer. They don't want to talk about that. A lot of the families that are getting the delivery of the water, there's cancer in their homes. There's illness in their homes. It would be nice to have Fairchild say something, do something for all these families. How do you persuade them? They have no interest in what that chemical is really doing to people. And that, to me, is sad, because they're our community.